Thank you, Lescion Corla. The Irish Naval Service is currently participating in Operation Pontus as part of a bilateral agreement with the Italian government. Operation Pontus is a purely humanitarian mission, rescuing migrants at risk of drowning in the Mediterranean. And indeed, to date, the Irish Navy has saved about 16,800 migrants. The government's proposal to participate in Operation Sophia, supported of course by only 8 of the 27 EU states, is an attempt to abuse the legitimate concerns of the Irish public about the continuing migrant crisis in the Mediterranean and to drag this country into a military role. I agree with the Peace and Neutrality Alliance that involvement in Operation Sophia will be a further breach of Irish neutrality. The country's neutrality has already been compromised and breached by allowing US military use of Shannon Airport. We are being repeatedly told that the integration of the Irish Navy's current operation in the Mediterranean into Operation Sophia is an extension of its excellent humanitarian mission and reputation. Of course, nothing could be further from the truth. While the priority of the current Operation Pontus is rescue, the purpose and priority of Operation Sophia is to force refugees back into the claws of the Tripoli government. Under Sophia, refugee boats are being confined to Libyan coastal waters by military force, where they can be recaptured and returned to Tripoli. Indeed, Lescion Corla, the flight of desperate refugees across the Mediterranean from Libya and North Africa is reminiscent of the Irish famine. During the 10 years of the famine, 1845 to 1855, 2.1 million desperate Irish people fled across the high seas in the hope of a better life abroad. Imagine if those 2.1 million Irish people were stopped and forced to return to Ireland. That, Lescion Corla, is what Operation Sophia is doing as we currently speak here in this House in the Mediterranean. Libya has been in chaos since military aggression, including bombing by Britain and France, overthrew the Gaddafi regime. There are now 3 unelected Libyan governments involved in a civil war. This British-French created chaos has given free rein to traffickers and smugglers preying on people attempting to escape. Integration into the Operation Sophia involves allying Ireland with the navies of Britain and France and one of the 3 warring governments in Libya. Refugee International Lescion Corla speaks of the ongoing violence and chaos in Libya, a country that lacks an asylum system and where the rule of law is absent. Libyan refugees are being confined to hell on earth detention centres. The non-Libyan refugees, of which there are many, are being placed in transit camps prior to repatriation to countries from which they are fleeing. There is no right of asylum in Tripoli. Lescion Corla, if this transfer to Sophia goes ahead, it will be used as a precedent in future to justify further erosion of Irish neutrality. Indeed, the excellent reputation of our soldiers and sailors abroad will be sullied by association with human rights abusers. Above all, Lescion Corla, the Irish people will be made complicit in vicious oppression of deprived peoples. Tá mé go láidir a gcuineán rún seo, Lescion Corla.
Deputy Healy, that concludes